Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a TOG II. It's a tier 6 British heavy tank, a premium tank. It's located on South Spawner Steps and it's under the command of D-Tronics UK of Reborn, and he's in platoon with ZoeBallz, also in a TOG II, and Fluffylilkitten in a Churchill Gun Carrier, and you can see them just on one side. Okay, well, D-Tronics is in the hot TOG skin. Yeah, it's the skin that Wargaming put out, which obviously you could purchase to turn your TOG into a hot TOG or hot dog. And you can see they're forming a train, yes, just like Mr. Waltz does. Except, of course, his are KV5 trains or VK trains, as you may know. But it looks like D-Tronics is going to get the power assist from Fluffy with the Churchill Gun Carrier and Zoe backing them up with a TOG II. Now this is every Arty player's dream. You see this many tanks, big tanks, all together at the same time, and then you can hit them all and get lots and lots of hit points. The enemy team's got 3 M44s, but for some reason they haven't spotted them yet, and that's why they're not firing. But the moment they see this train, they will. Oh, Fluffy's doing a grand job there, pushing D-Tronics along. You know, the Churchill Gun Carrier, based on the Churchill tank, it's actually got quite a meaty little gun. Either I think it's a 32 pounder or a 17 pounder, one of the two, but it's quite capable of doing a lot of damage to enemy tanks. And Fluffy's departed because he's going to take up a position behind the bush, shooting at any enemy tanks on the heavy route. Now the TOG II was a design from the old gang, and that's where you get the initials from, but it was actually designed for the First World War and would have been perfect for that war, but unfortunately it wasn't so perfect for the Second World War, which is why it was rejected. It actually is armed with a 17 pounder gun with quite a reasonable reload time, 4.69 seconds, but this gun is capable of doing quite a lot of damage very, very quickly. 150 alpha, penetrating 171mm with standard ammo. It goes up to 239mm with the APCR, and of course D-Tronics is not carrying any HE rounds on this occasion. So he's taken the lead, and the Artys have found them, and so the Arty shells are now starting to rain in. He lost 174 hit points off that last shot, and I think that was a direct hit as well. Can't see where it hit, but he did have to burn his repair kit and his first aid kit. Now they've got the accompany of a T-3485M, and Fluffy's taking a new position to back them up. Zoe's found a Rudy, and D-Tronics gets a hit on him as well. A T-52. Oh, Zoe blocking the shot. He took a round from the T-52, and the Strib decided, no, I don't want to stick around, not with 2 heavy tanks coming down on me. I'm getting out of here. They've disposed of the T-34, or the Rudy rather. Zoe got the kill on that one. And Zoe's continuing to hit the Strib as he departs. Yeah, 2 shots in. D-Tronics got a hit as well, but there's the M44 again. This time round he lost 91 hit points to the T-52, but the M44 only did minor damage, track damage. Okay, they're both pushing up together at the same time. There's some enemy over there. So he's been hit by the Arty. In fact, actually, she's got a huge hole on the front on her side of her tracks, and she's decided to pull back behind the rock to take pot shots at the enemy over there. T-3485, Hellcat, a VK, but D-Tronics is continuing to move, and he has been seen. He fires on the move, but there's a Jackson ahead of him up on the heights, and he must get rid of that 90mm gun if he can, because that guy can do a lot of damage. But instead he's going to go for the M44 first. He can't see him, but he knows that he's there. That shell went a little too high. Oh, he's dead. The M44 went down. He was killed by our M44. Okay, so now we've got to get rid of that Jackson, but if we try to go up the embankment to get at him, I'm afraid the enemy tanks to our right are actually going to start shooting into the side of D-Tronics. So maybe he wants to go around the corner first and deal with them before dealing with the Jackson. Yep, there's a shot from the T-52 and the Jackson fires at him again, and this time round 243 hit points from an APCR round. Well, he doesn't really need APCR. Standard AP would be enough on a TOG. And Zoe's come up to join him. But Zoe's critically low on hit points now. If she goes around the corner, the Jackson will have her. I'm certain of it. And there goes, yep, Zoe got killed by the Jackson. Yeah, I think it was predictable, that one. That Jackson was waiting for somebody to poke. And he's still up there. We really need Arty to fire on him. There he is. He keeps pulling back just into cover the moment we've got a solution on him. But he has to poke out if he's going to get a shot. So we'll just stay here for the moment. And there he goes. Good. And the kill went to our Achilles... no, to the Hummel. Sorry. I beg your pardon. The Arty got him. And that's good news, because now it means that D-Tronics can get to work on this VK, the Hellcat... And, oh, another Arty. Yes, he stayed behind. And now he's going to pay for it because he's going to get wiped out. One more shot to do it. Oh, took a big shotgun. But say goodnight, M44. Yup. And the other M44 over on the other side of the battlefield shoots at him. You can't see where the impact was from the shotgun, but yeah. He lost 234 hit points of damage to that shot. So the scores are equal. Zoe managed to get one kill before she died. Fluffy's got one kill. He's still alive, still with us. And there's a VK over there. Right, okay, let's have a look. He's firing blind. That shot went over the top of the VK, but he lost sight of him. Okay, well, while he stays here, he's going to be a perfect target for the M44, but they can't see him at the moment. Now they can see him. Sixth Sense will probably go off any second. Yes, it did. And the M44 will probably be firing very shortly. Just misses that one. He needs to motor out of this position now, because otherwise the M44, yeah, there you go. That's the VK. And the VK is now firing HE at him. He needs to get out of here quick, because otherwise the M44 is going to make a mess of him. Fluffy joins him. And Fluffy's now taking the lead. Well, he's got the hit points to spare. He's still 100% health. Locks on to the Hellcat. Gets a nice shot. Oh, and Fluffy gets the kill. Keep pushing, lads. Now, you can make out the VK. That means you can shoot underneath the railway lines. Always worth checking that, because sometimes people don't expect that you can actually shoot underneath the railway carriages or through the railway lines. In fact, you can shoot through the railway lines. He just took a massive hit from an IKV-65-2, leaves him on about a third of his hit points left. The VK goes down, which leaves the IKV as the last enemy alive. The hot TOG is moving, but where is that IKV? Must be over there in the bushes, surely. It's such a slow, lumbering thing, the TOG. I mean, some people really like this tank. I don't. It's just too slow, too big, too easy a target to take out, and that's why whenever I'm playing Arty and I see a TOG, I feast upon them. And he's been spotted again, which means that the IKV is in visual sight. And there he is. He's off in the distance. Long shot. So he had to dial in to take it. He's firing standard AP. No, that one went flying over the top of him. And he's pulled back. Oh, and he's potentially picked up a patrol duty. But he's actually staying in the cap at the moment. And he's got the kill. Lovely. So they finished the game off early. Didn't have to rely on cap. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's an ace tanker for D-Tronics UK in the TOG II. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a duelist for taking down two tanks who damaged him, a hand of gods for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks or at least, and also a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly, but best of all, he got a patrol duty in that game. He was the only tank spotting at least 6 enemy vehicles whilst they were damaged, and yes, that was a very good job. You don't often see heavy tanks spotting and getting spotting medals, but yeah, on this occasion he did. His win rate from the battle was 4,401, and you have to scroll the page to see all the targets that he actually hit. Let's have a look at team score. Well, got the highest damage in the game with 1,717 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer being the Achilles on their team with 1,686, followed by the M44 on the enemy team. Well, what did I expect? Of course, those guys were going to feast on as many enemy tanks as they could, and they were going to generate a lot of hit points of damage. When it came to Zoe, we can see that Zoe was here. She managed to get... Oh, wrong... That came up wrong. Zoe managed to get 1,001 hit points of damage, and Fluffy picked up 563. When it came to kills, Fluffy was amongst the top players because the Hummel and Fluffy's Churchill Gun Carrier and the Hellcat on the enemy team all managed to get 3 kills each. The Hellcat got a Pascucci's medal, killing both enemy Arty. And when it came to, or at least 2 enemy Arty, when it came to base XP, or actually, we should have said D-Tronics picked up 2 kills, which puts him joint second alongside the Achilles, the IKV-65-2 and the Jackson. And when it came to base XP, it was D-Tronics because of all the spotting he was doing as well. He picked up 1,246 base experience points, 742 went to the Achilles and 638 went to ZoeBallz in the other TOG 2. And Fluffy a little way down the table with 512. D-Tronics fired 21 rounds. He got 15 direct hits and 13 penetrations, damage of 1,717 hit points, of which 159 were at more than 300 meters. He also received 10 hits from the enemy, 4 of which were penetrations, 3 non-penetrations, and 6 hits by way of splash damage as well. Yes, the Arty and of course several of the tanks were firing HE at him, and it was having some effect, especially that shotgun from the M44 at close range. He blocked damage of 325 hit points in total, spotted 4 enemy vehicles, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2, did 2,175 hit points of spotting assist, and got 42 capture points in the cap. On a premium count, he earned 75,648 credits, got 37,824 from personal reserves, so his total was 113,472 credits. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away a profit of 103,078 credits. He received 1,869 XP for the battle, and ×2 for the first victory, 3,738 for completing the mission and events, 561 for this being a premium vehicle, and 1,869 from personal reserves took away 9,906 experience points altogether. I'm a bit surprised that there wasn't an extra amount for being in Platoon as well, because normally you do get an extra bonus for being in Platoon, and well, maybe it's just been missed off the list. So, another hot TOG battle. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.